This is what I look like when I'm overstimulated. My soul's still there, though. You ever look into people's eyes and it's just like, oh shit, they don't got no soul in there. People, they don't got no soul in there, you don't know what they're gonna do. People, they got a soul in there, you still don't know what they're gonna do. They're less inclined to cause harm to you, because soulful people full of soul are connected to source, that light bulb that gives people ideas like, don't steal, don't hit, don't do things to cause harm to yourself and make you cause harm to others. That's what source is. So when people are disconnected from that, you can see their soullessness in their eyes. My name's Marge, a Mahayok empath. I just like having these little talks on how I feel about things, because I can't act out anymore. I'm an adult. I'm a grown up, and you can't act out and put your feelings, do things in aggression. You can't retaliate. My plants got stolen. I always know when something happens, man. I am such an energetic sensitive, man. And I can't blame nobody but myself, and that's the part that, because they're getting to a size, and I know, because when I drive by, I can see them, but I'm looking, and then I'm like, I know other people can see them, because people look, because they're lurkers, because there's so many thieves and scumbags and scoundrels. I think per capita there's more in Taos, because they're just allowed, and people nobody does anything, nobody says anything, so it's just allowed. This is the second time this has happened to me, and I have like a 9-foot Latina, like I got a 9-foot I mean, it's just like, but the thing of it is I sat in my complacency and I trusted, and I didn't listen to my gut when I said, put up a tarp, block the vision, don't let people see it, and put up your camera. I didn't listen to myself. Oh, it'll be all right, they're really heavy. Somebody broke through the fence. They fucking worked at it too. I'm surprised I didn't hear them, but I sleep with fans on. So if people are going to take from me, they're also going to get the karma that they're going to receive. You steal from me? That's like, because I use that flour to make cookies and I give them to people for free. And so you're taking all that goodness because you're a selfish fucking shit scab. Shit stain on the fabric of society. The thing of it is I live in Taos, New Mexico, the land of fucking born and raised, and if you live in any community, small or large, then it's run by people that have been born and raised in lineage and, and tradition. Tradition is fucking hijacking emotions, appealing to people's emotions by dead people, okay? History ain't served nobody today, because nobody fucking cares. Because we're at a place in the world, civilization is straight up fucking falling. Like, the energy that I felt this morning, I called my friend, because that's what I do, is I reach out. I don't hold these emotions in, because I walked out, I looked up, I was like, why am I seeing the dirt road? Because the fence is gone. And because I'm like clicking, I'm like putting it together. And then I see the big wet spot where my plants were, where I watered them last night. And I was like... And then I look out the fence and I could see like a dirt pile. Those things had to weigh over 100 pounds apiece. So it like, somebody fucking worked for it. Somebody worked for that shit. And so I'm putting out in the collective energy that whoever partakes in that flower, it's no longer blessed. The blessing has been stolen, understand? So it's not going to, the flower, but it's the karma related. See, that's what happens. There's so many scumbags in the world. The scumbags have been winning, and too many good people have allowed it. And so the level of scumbaggery has just like trickled out like the great nothing on the never-ending story. And all these good people are just like, but I've been a good person. No, you kept your fucking mouth closed. Shut the fuck up with your good personness shit. You don't even support people that speak out. Shut the fuck up. Don't act like you care now. It's too late. It's way too late for people to act like they care. And so now, hey, Poles can flip. I don't fucking care. Let the poles flip. Flip poles, flip. Flip poles, flip. Let the CME blast planet Earth and fucking reset it all. Please, God, please. Please, God, please. Wipe them all out. Because fucking the human race slowed to a stroll, yeah. And now it's the cancer. Humans are the cancer of this planet. The cancer. When people get cancer and have to have chemo, chemo's it's just all that fucking, that mad science. Just, let's make them sicker. Let's put stuff in their butt. Tell them it's good for them. Tell them it's for their health. I was 12 years old. I had a doctor put metal rods up my freaking, my urethra. Breathe through that. I've learned how to breathe through pain, well, probably since, I was 10 months old. Life is fucking ugly, and it's dark, and it's gross, and it has the grossest impact on so many people, and it makes people not smile anymore. And I still have a smile on my face. And I was talking to my friend, I said, that's it, I'm done. I'm not making cookies. No, all of my goodness, I wanted to collect all of my toys and fucking pack them up and go home and fuck planet Earth. And all the little fucking cancerous beings on it, all of them. And then I did a couple sets, worked out my yayas, like I do. And what I come to the conclusion of is I gotta work harder to be nicer to people. But that makes me an easy target, because you know what? Come to find out, is that people are jealous as fuck. People are jealous of you when you shine bright. And I'm a shiny, 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 bright, shiny star. I shine so bright. Everywhere I go, I shine bright. People fucking hate me because I shine so bright. They want to make me upset by stealing my shit. Take my stuff. It's just stuff. I don't care. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. Yeah, it freaking took the wind out of myself an hour and a half ago when I discovered it. I'm not going to ride that angry wave. I'm not going to let people win. Or evil's demons. They're demon carts. That's what they're demon carts. They're just that these people, they're soul sacks because of the choices that they make. They drink too much, take too many pills, put stuff in their butt, all their weird, crazy shit. They're buckets of demons. Straight up literal demons, and people don't believe in this stuff, and it's just so true. And they don't do anything to cleanse themselves. I used to be like that. Every day. Come on, demons. Get in me, demons. What kind of demonic, freaking weird, twisted shit can we get into this weekend, demons? Let's do this. Disconnects you from spirit, source. All that goodness that says, don't steal. Don't cause harm. Don't break their stuff. Don't do that. And look at all the people out there that are fucking killing. Like, I'm disgusted at the administration of the country I live. I'm like, this nation makes me want to throw up. Like, if I was in Congress, if I stood up in fucking Congress right now, I would fucking unleash holy fucking Hayoka hell on those scumbag fucking motherfuckers in 10K suits. It's just disgusting. But I also know it's all a show, and it's supposed to invoke emotion. And every now and again, if I don't do my daily disciplines, and if I eat too much crap food, which I have been eating really bad, I got to get my diet back on course, back to more fruits and vegetables, stuff like that. I do pretty okay. I waste a lot of food too. Well, I give food away. That's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to give it away to people. I'm not going to throw it away no more. There's always somebody who's like, hey, you want some leftovers? I could drop them off to a dude that, stays at the shelter. There's always somebody to help. But this world, this country, I don't know. I'm not in the whole world. I'm just in Taos, New Mexico. The cream of the crop. Where born and raised fucking fails every day, dude. You know why born and raised is just such a shitty thing? Is because people get complacent, like me. Like, there's a fence I'm secure. Nobody's gonna try and get my stuff. It's gonna, dude, it don't matter, dude. People don't have no loyalty, so they're just gonna start freaking, and people are losing their minds. They don't have their minds. They are just consumed by demon entities, and they're doing weird. I saw this mugshot of this guy. He's like a professor. He freaking snapped, went crazy, killed his wife and his little baby. This is just every day. It's going to be in every city. It's going to be in every city. It's going to be on many blocks because it's a frequency that people are dialed into because they are disconnected from source. So, I'm not trying to I add to the frequency when I go out. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind. I'm just going to be real selective of when I go out. OPSEC is at a paramount, but I'm always living OPSEC, operational security. Things like don't ever go to the same route to work or the grocery store. Don't always go the same time mix it up. Don't have patterns for people to learn. Because because come to find out, I heard this TikTok the other day, and I've heard people say this. I've never had the spirit that had the inclination to think like this. So I've been having to think on it, and then I get more verification that Marge, this is stuff is true, and that people will hate you because they will see how high your standards are and know that they can never freaking be like you, like that you could never be as thoughtful as you. So what do? They get mad, they freaking treat you like shit, whatever they can do to freaking delete you from their lives because you're just too cool for them. It's easy to be cool to people. It is. It's super, super easy. There's a lot of ways to be cool to people. But when people aren't cool, when people are carrying around their little fucking demons and do that, go fuck her shit up. Fuck us. She's nice to everybody. Ruin her shit. Take from her. She's fucking, look at all the fucking people that in 3 years, look at all the fucking people she's helped in this community. But let's try and dampen her light. No, you're only going to make it stronger. I never fucking wanted to live in Taos, New Mexico. I never in my whole goddamn life. This place was never on my map of places I even wanted to rest my ass or pump gas. Never. And I end up here. You know why? To find out my mom was born here. And she was thrown away so I could come back to this community and be like, don't you fucking dare talk to me about family. Because my mom has freaking 500 relatives in this state alone. And not one of those people could have taken her in and raised her as her own and loved her and taken care of her. No, they put her into the beast system. Where terrible, terrible things happened to her. Terrible, terrible, terrible things. And then she bore 2 children. Myself and my brother. My brother became part of the beast system. Because he is Virgo. He is the feminine energy in a male's body. And I went the way of the heart. He went the way of the ego. I am Aries. I am masculine energy. I live from my heart. I am ruled by my head. It has taken me a lot of time to learn the balance, But that's how they get you. That's how they take out your light, is they just keep, I used to get beat up a lot, and I wouldn't fight. I didn't feel like I for some reason I had this block and then once I started fighting back, bullies stopped picking on me. You know what's kind of funny? All these people are talking about, because dudes are fucking, I was talking to my friend yesterday, I'm like, dude, all fucking dudes are fucking perverts as far as I'm concerned. The only different is like a creepy pervert, and the rest of them is like the guys that freaking have discipline and curb their shit. Like they just have no place to put their thoughts, because nobody wants to do anything with it. You know what I mean? But like I was 10 years I went around freaking having to some people I would go get Clorox wipes and wipe off their deck because their freaking keyboards are so gross, and then I'd have to look in their history and their temp folders, and I know what these people are doing on their computers, and they're not programming, and it's fucking disgusting, and it's gross, and people are disgusting, and they don't even care. How does that contribute to raising the vibrational frequency of everybody on planet Earth when you can't even fucking wash your hands after you fucking touch yourself going to the bathroom? Then people think, oh, I'm just spreading my seed. There's people with this mentality, dude. Fucking just spread me around. People are freaking, they're like they're 7-year-old boys, and they just never got out of that mindset. But they walk around in $10,000 suits going, we're in charge. Let's blow up this place. They're a threat. Like, come on, dude. This whatever America is, Corp USA, it's a fucking joke, dude. I think about its culture. Well, it did have culture. I'm Native American. It had culture, but it was killed off by some colonial a-holes, Zionist fucking scumbags. Let's put it in your butt and wear a white wig while you're doing it. The brotherhood of butt stuff. And then I see the natives that just go wrong with the colonial shit. Like, every time I see some fucking... I live in Taos, like, really? You guys are celebrating Christmas? It's just like, it's so hypocritical and contradictory, and I'm the Heyoka? That don't matter, because freaking sun's gonna blast, poles are gonna flip, freaking people, so many lights are gonna go out. To go back to source, people are gonna go back to source because they forgot what it's like to live in that authenticity. So they're gonna have to learn. It's not my way, it's just a way. It's not my design. It's just a design that I've seen the pattern of play out. Civilization after civilization. Bullies. Freaking shitting on fucking good people. Because they got bigger freaking weapons. It's just, it's done. That story is played out. I'm not participating on that planet Earth anymore. You know what? You know what it is? My world is really solved because I recognize, in every person I meet, I see how they fucking fail themselves every day. And then I think to myself, you know what? I can't do anything for them. I want to know people that I want to be a better version of myself tomorrow than I was yesterday, and therefore I want to know people that are that same way. I want to hang out with people that are better than me, smarter than me. I always have. It's just how my heart desire is always gone. The thing of it is I can't find people like that anymore, because it's all pay to pray, or paid membership for inclusion required. The earth got gross and greedy. It's okay, Bubba Tuck. We're in here, bud. It's okay, bud. That's a man. Good boy. Come down here. That's a boy. Good dog. Good boy. Want a drink? Want to go get a drink? So I put the fence back up. I put it back up the best I can. You know, you got me. You got me. You gonna go see your girl? Mom's still sleeping. Go, Bubba. She can sleep right through me talking. She's been listening to me talk for my whole life. You know, it's funny, they talk, I'm hearing about I can't remember, it's all different placements and stuff like that, planetary alignments, but we're at the end of a 35-year cycle right now, and I think about where I was 35 years ago, and 35 years ago was what, like 1989, something like that. And that's when My brother hit mom and cut her eye open, and I was like, "You hit mom!" Like it was a fucking like I was floored. He had already been to basic training. You know, like I know when the fucking abuser is, man. I'm related to him, and I'm not the one that's gonna keep my fucking mouth closed to protect them. I did for years, and they did all they did was shit on me. So I tell all my stories, and they're all true. Because the scar on mom's face is still there. And I gotta look at it every time I see her little sweet face. That's one thing that I prided myself on, is like, I haven't put my hands on somebody in anger in a long time. Like, I've gone like really close, you know, but and then release that energy. Good boy, Tuck. But the fact that he hit his mother, you know, and then he threw us away. But he's a big important lawyer. Look him up, Hessick. You can look at, because all their you can find them on the internet. You can tells you his salary, everything. That's how I know what these politicians are, man. They're scumbags. They're all the same, because they all do the same thing. They go to the same schools. They eat the same foods at the same schools. They all like the same cars. They wear the same shoes. Some are like fancy sock guys. Some are, I mean, there's just like there's all these tells, but they're all the fucking same. Because they're the same, they're tuned into the same frequency. So they go on their fraternity brother trips in the woods in fucking Tahoe every year for like, you know, what are they really doing in the woods? We know what they're doing in the woods. Initiations and rituals, and people are waking up to these things more, you know. I'm just like, more. Faster is how I feel about it. They're all scumbags, dude. None of them are good. None of them are good. None of them. They're no good police. Because if there were good police, they would be busting all the bad police, I would think. But they don't. I did see Hey Minnow Pancakes. I did see in where is that? Where is the place where the police were like, Venezuela, where the dude fucking stole the election, because they all steal the elections. No, I won because I said so. And people are like, fuck you, no you didn't. So they went out and were like, oh, we're mad. And then the police were like hacking them up with machetes and shit like that, because there's no regard to life. Just demonic ridden fucking soul sacks going around. And what they get thrills off of, it's inhumane, because they're not really human anymore, because they're just demonic fucking buckets of shit. And so, and then I see later where police were taking off. I was talking about this 7 years ago in my videos. Like, you're going to have talking about how police are going to turn against their own community, the people in which they live, you know, like, you know, you shop at the store with see this person, but now you're hitting them with the fucking machete, and that does something to your brain. So they don't want to do that shit to their brain. So like, they're going to take off their uniforms and join the people and stuff like that. And then the people in the government, they won't have any say, but we got to get past all that earthly ego shit. And it's just it's never gonna happen, because, you know, man, don't you know how important our penises are, and that we need to give them to everyone, because they're all, I mean, dude, I've worked around dudes my whole life. Like, how much time and consideration and outward conversation is spent on themselves. Wow. And I've just had to listen to it. Oh, that's just boys being boys. Fucking mama's boys. Mamas that raise mama's boys. You ain't never done no woman any fucking favor. Not even yourself. You're okay, baby. It's okay. You get a spot. Here. Get a spot, handsome man. It's the new moon in Leo. There you go. Where are you trying to go? You can go sit by Grandma? It's early. I had to do this day different, so I had to, and I haven't done a video in a few days. So things that are transpiring. I just honestly, I'm not going out much. Hi, pretty girl. You know, you want the chair? And now I got to go through all the motions. Maybe this is an opportunity to do that different. Because now I don't even want to go in the backyard. Because, you know, when people break your shit and steal from you and like try so hard to take from you. It mixes up all kinds of stuff. And I hear like good orderly direction. It's a comprehension of let it go. Like, don't use your life force of exuding it. This is the storyline, and this is how it's playing out. This is the astrology, and this is how it's manifesting in your world. And how are you going to choose to navigate through this? Choose wisely. So all I did is went to a city councilwoman's page that's running for a and I just say, your town is just no better than all the freaking thieves, junkies, and drunks that it's full of. It will never be anything more than that. Because of all the enablers. It's the enabling. It's people that allow it. It's people that allow it, and I allowed it. Because I didn't put up my camera, and I didn't put up tarps, and I didn't put up barbed wire, because I didn't anticipate the level of scumbaggery, like people, you know, so I gotta just always anticipate that, Marge, you're in Taos, you're surrounded by fucking scumbags. You're surrounded by people that are complete fucking trash. There are good people here. I'm not saying that every single person in Taos is a scumbag. I'm not saying that. If that is somebody's, what a weird comprehensive. Yeah, no, I'm saying that the majority are scumbags, and that the number of good people are like really small, and they all hide away and never come out of their houses unless they absolutely have to. Because there's so many fucking scumbags. And it's funny because they're all like, half of them are my stupid cousins. I'm related to these people. Yeah. Because mom was born in Cuesta and then thrown away. And then my scumbag brother said, get rid of 2 of your dogs and put mom in a home. And I was like, well, what kind of person would I would be to allow it that my mom, who started out in an orphanage, end up in an institution? Like, how much does this society fail in raising their people to have hearts? And so I vowed when I was 15 that I'd forever take care of her. And I'm the only relative that she's got that did that. And it's funny because we end up right in the fucking belly of the beast in which she was. But I'm so grateful she was not born and raised here. I'm so grateful. Oh my God, if she was born and raised here, I would not be doing this video right now. Thank God. Because it's the Taos hum. The Taos hum that they talk, go look it up. There's such a thing as like, it's the Taos hum. You know what the Taos hum is? The low vibrational frequency of the mindset of the majority of these born and raised. And that is not just Taos. It's, if I was in Salem, it's the same mentality. Like, the city is the frequency in the people that control it, that do the weird stuff. So however they dial in the whole frequency, and then it's not just that city, it's all the cities on that latitude. So like the parallels, the major parallels, like you take Redding and you add it to Omaha and you add it to, you know, all these major cities that are on the 40th parallel, or Redding's, yeah, 40th. A lot of weird shit people are tuning into. Because, you know why? You know why they're tuning into it? Because they want to. Because everybody has free will and they're making the choices. They're making the choices to do the weird shit to make America a crappy place. And there's too many good people that have consciously made the choices not to do shit. Not to stay in their homes and hide away. And so there's just more shit to be done. They're trying to build Starbucks for the 4th time here. Isn't that funny? They've burned that fucker down 3 times. They have Starbucks and Albertsons and what's the other one? Smith's and Albertsons. There's Starbucks in both of those, but they're building an independent next. It's just, there's plenty of coffee shops in Taos, man. It's just so bizarre, like what people are like, let's do this. It's a great idea. What else has happened the last 4 days, though? Oh, I was going to show my friend okay. The camera's backward. So this is mostly filler. This is the Penrose pattern. James Penrose, I believe, was the mathematician, anyway, I talked about him before. So there's that, and then it goes, and then there's planets. And it goes all the way around. And then there's more filler and the dots and the shading. So that's what it looks like. And this is like, in my interpretation of it, because I just said do whatever, I just want it out of this world. And so, and the woman that did it, she was in at a place called Fortune Tattoo. I looked it up. She was in Phoenix. I think she has her own shop now. She did that one too. That was my 42nd birthday. When she finished this, she did this. This was like 5 sessions, 4 sessions, 2 hours. 4 sessions? 5? I can't remember. Anyway, you can see it on my in the history. You can see the evolution of it. it started it, and then she did the outline, and then you could see you could see it evolve. So that's kind of cool. But I think that this has 7 stripes in it. This reminds me of the stripes on the flag, but I never really liked that. I mean, I did like the flag, but I was programmed too. But once I got deprogrammed, you're okay, baby. I don't know. I feel like it changes when I change. I remember asking so I looked her up on her bio, and she moved there like a couple years before me. She just, or maybe she moved there shortly before me, but she came from fucking Omaha, and she lived right by one of the pizza places I used to eat at out in Bennington. And so I was like, yeah, this chick needs to do my tattoo. That's how I decide. I'm real picky. If you haven't, go read that book, Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury. It's a quick read. I read it when I was 10. I'm one of those that I'm reading, but I'm thinking about all these other things, so then I lose the comprehension of what I'm reading, and then I read a whole paragraph and I was like, shit, I forgot to retain what I was reading because I was too busy thinking about what I just read. What a pickle. And see, the thing of it is I could articulate that. At one point. I don't know, mostly I would mask because I know what they want me to do. But if they don't tell me the rules on I'm open-ended. I've been studied my whole life. I'm a case study. And people, and they can't figure out why my spirit hasn't been broken yet. Let's see, this chick, when she was 10 months old, or when she was 12 years old, she read the police report how she was raped as a 10-month-old baby. You know, all the times that I saw my mom get twice. I saw her get sexually raped. I saw her get knocked out on a 2nd-story porch and get kicked off the porch and hurt her land. as I was trying to walk up and help her up, you know. I'd seen her like beat up several times, so more times than anybody should ever be beat up by different people, you know. But she's to learn how to defend herself too. So that's what we're supposed to do, is like have our lessons in life, and then we learn from, you know, the lessons that we're supposed to learn. We were the meek, and then we learned to defend ourselves, and then now we have to use discernment and choose to pick our battles, when to pick our battles, because somebody is just looking for a battle, and they see me and they think that they're gonna get one. And I just yell at people that are rude. That's all. I just yell at people like are mosey doop doop doop, looking at their phone, you know, standing in the parking lot. There's one near little driveway for a car to go, and you are standing literally in it when you can move 3 feet and stand next to your car. But that's how self-absorbed they're there. And then I just say things real loud, like, this is like what a jerk I am when I say I'm such a jerk. It's because I'm like, it's called a driveway, not a standway. And then she's just like, snaps out of it. Oh, what? I'm not the center of the universe? Oh, excuse me. Let me get out of your way, Suburban 1500. 3/4 ton vehicle. I just don't have the patience for dumb, and everybody's dumb. And I'm so glad that we don't live. You know, as much as like this place, like, is equally as much as I'm all, there's no place on planet Earth that I'd rather be right now than Taos, New Mexico. As much as I'm like, because somebody took my plants, and one was close to harvest. It was so close, like I could have brought it in. That's why they got it. But I gotta let it go. It's just, I get to see, did you hear all the shit that I went through when I was, so this is, and all that stuff happening while I get to go to school and like act like everything's okay. And do what this teacher wants, and do it, and with my nacho neurodivergence, my nacho neurotypical brain. I mean, I was just like, for years I was up here. I was 36. I dated this girl, and she's like, you don't know how to relax. Like, you don't relax. Like, if you feel my shoulders, I'm really trying to work on my posture because I don't want to age with the hump, and it's like starting. So I'm trying to be cognizant of it. I'm not trying to put my boobs out there either. So, but you can't do one without the other. Anyway, but I'm hard as a rock, and it's all tension. And then that's 36 is when I started to learn like self-care and going to get massages and stuff like that. But I even had damage done with massages on my lower back. So my spinal column is like Swiss cheese, pretty much. I got degenerative arthritis in my spine. So I'm constantly in pain. So I can't get mad. Like, because when I get mad, my nerve endings flare up. And all my pain is just like, activate pain. You know, activate pain, you know, equals instant asshole. I understand how that's what people need to talk about. I want to see these police officers, these constables on patrol. I want to see these public servants have to take courses to talk to people. That's what I could do. I could teach people how to be sympathetic in situations instead of going in and blowing people up and shooting people. Like de-escalating situation, because there's not a psyche I don't understand. I mean, I don't like psyches, a lot of psyches, but there's not a psyche, a frequency that I don't comprehend. Like, I understand why they do. Doesn't make their behavior okay, but identifying that is the first on de-escalating any situation, and more people are going to have situations because so many people are dialing in to the wrong tune. I'm listening to a song. This was my first favorite song. I used to sing it when I was What year did it come out? I think it came out in 77 by Crystal Gale. June 1977. I was 3 years old. I just turned 3. So I got my crab net, and I would sing that. Don't it make your brown eyes blue? Just Kids are so cool. They're just so cool, the way they think and communicate and stuff like that. And then fucking grown-ups with their broke-ass psyche. I don't give a shit what generation you want to call yourself, X fucking Y, PD, cube, stupid bullshit. You're fucking raising, you don't let kids be, people fucking ruin kids' brains, and then they make them assholes, because kids don't care. Like you can tell them to do things, but they see how you act, and when you act like an asshole, their parents are going to mimic the parents' behavior. They're not dogs. They're not, and dogs, I've been thinking about that lately, because I see people go to the extent that they go to get their dog to be obedient. Dude, dogs are autonomous spirits too. They got their own will and stuff, and their level and desire to be obedient for you is just desire to please you, and that's pretty fucking gross that you require so much, And still, all the training in the world, like, there's that instance that dog just don't want to listen to you, and it's going to do what it wants. And I saw verification on that in a TikTok. What a peculiar thing to get verified. I get a lot of verifications on social media. Like, I'll wonder about stuff. There it is. All right, cool. You got my algorithm. Sweet. But it verified it. It totally verified it. And I was going to tell a story, but I forgot because fucking Pitbull was redundantly freaking made my train of thought derail. The TikTok. I can't remember what it was. Because I get verifications all the time in social media. I get them a lot. I don't even know what's going on in the world. What's going on in the world? Well, we're good. Me and Mom are good. We got no care in the world. We got no need. I just really like harvesting the flower. I really like doing that. And I really enjoy, how good it makes people. So I excused myself off the phone this morning and got off and went and made butter, because there's a flower shop here in town. You can get an ounce for $70. So I'm medical, so I don't have to pay tax. That's another way the Taos the born and raised around here, they fucking failed, dude. Nobody should be paying state tax, local tax. Not in a state where marijuana is legal. That should be offsetting the cost. The thing of it is, they have so much fucking money in New Mexico that these fucking idiots, like the mayor of Taos, little Pasquale, little Docker douche, I got nothing nice to say, because they fucking suck. Everybody said, don't get these parking meters. The city council said, fuck you, you didn't come to our little meetings. You didn't submit you didn't do the fucking beer. No, you didn't fucking listen to the people, you shit stains. You dumbass cousins. Yeah, and so I like going walking through the town before the town wakes up, because I don't like people, because people fucking ruin everything. Like, Taos is a cool place, but because of the people, it's kind of a shitty fucking place. But look around per capita, it's not as bad as all the other shitty fucking places. It's not completely consumed by the smell of urine yet. I think that's a measure. Like, if your town smells like fucking straight up reeks, and we're not there yet. We are there, like, in the stage and Kit Carson. They're there in parts, places. But it's not there yet. So maybe there's some hope. Maybe not. I don't really fucking care. But that little shit stain. So there's 2 conversations I had with people. There's a couple on a motor. And everybody I see that is standing there, I said, if you're willing to walk a little bit, just go for a nice stroll. Go park at the park. Or than the park in the Taos Arts freaking park, because it's free over there. Fuck the town, and the little Marin is charging $2.25 an hour to see. Oh, and then they brag about, oh, we made 13,000 or 23,000. I keep getting the number mixed up. Last year in parking. It doesn't matter. You fucking waste the money on stupid bullshit that you want to do anyway, and then they don't do the maintenance, and then now the Taos freaking like their little community center where the pool is and all the cool kids hanging on, all the advantage gets to be collected. Fucking, it's been broke because that's how karma works. You can't collect so much shit, you know, like, you know, you gotta provide more for the people that have nothing, and people don't do that. So here comes the karma, here comes the karma, here comes the karma, here comes the karma. And then there was a fire yesterday, so it's closed. So, you know, collective abundance turns into cancerous broke shit. So we're going to see more evidence of that. Don't mark my words or anything like that, though. Oh, Steve Tyler, freaking, he's another one of those baby doers that has been allowed to have a really good life with no consequence. He's not touring anymore. But how good that he had such a nice long run on for sucking the souls of so many freaking people, you know? I mean, they're all false idols. I listen to music, but I gotta put my own twist on it, because I could talk myself out of freaking stuff every day. And I really don't want to go through life in the silence, because I really don't like the quiet. What else is going on? I haven't even, I got so worked up. I don't even see who. Look, I'm telling you, it's not good to live that. Oh, this. Here's somebody talking about a parking. City added, this is the same meter. This is the same meter that they have in downtown Taos now. Well, they don't have all those buttons. You have to scan it. Oh, that's what I was talking about. There's the couple, and they're all in their leathers and motorcycles and stuff like that. And they're like, but it doesn't say when the hours are. Like, is it just between? I say there's no rules. Like, it's just a kiosk, a blank, and then it says like bleep bleep bleep. You know. It's so fun, and this is what the trouble is these fucking idiots see something shiny, squirrel. Let's make all the taxpayers pay for it. Squirrel. And then they get it, nobody wants it, and then it's a hassle, and then they don't answer the fucking phone when people have questions or emails, or, oh, you're hostile, we don't have to talk to you. Oh, we create the environment, and we all, the government always has a right to refuse service. And it got so lazy in its bubble of YouTube videos, because that's what these employees are doing when you're emailing your congressman. Dude, people still believe in that shit? I ain't never believed in that shit. I ain't never believed in this government. I ain't never believed that Santa Claus was gonna deliver me presents on the Greyhound bus. I ain't never fucking believed in what most of these fucking stupid, ignorant fucking people that are waking up now have believed in. And now I'm supposed to be all, be happy and sympathetic. People are waking up. I'm like, dude, you still ain't getting it. You still ain't making it better for other people. You still ain't, sacrificing yourself with your time to inconvenience yourself to help somebody else. That's what the world needs more of. No, what are people doing? No, go out and live my best life. I gotta go to all the places I want to see because I feel like it, and never helping nobody along the way. There is karma occurred. And every time you drive past the thirsty person and you don't give them water, every time you don't acknowledge a person, all this just, humanity is lost. And I wonder if it's going to find itself. I just got to do what I can not to be part of the dark and, more of the same. Tuck, where you going? You want to go outside? You're going to sit over here. You thirsty? Want to go outside? He's thirsty. All the energy's just like, I knew it felt weird when I got up this morning. Before I even saw that they were gone. Anyway, I think I rambled on long enough. People are gonna get it. People are fucking gonna get it. So I don't know. I got the Peace Dealer. If anybody wants the link, I got it on my watch later. Good boy, Tuck. I can send it to you. Just email me at straightpeoplelikeRainbows2@gmail.com. Ooh, this is kind of cool. My buddy Claire, who trims the dog's nails, she's going on a road trip with my other buddy Arden, her boyfriend, and they're going to go up and see their dads up in Oregon. So I gave her a bunch of my stickers. I gotta order more of those. I gave her a bunch of my stickers. See, that's the thing, is like, people are can't take my, I'll just go put up more stickers. I will match their fucking evil, wicked, thievery ways with my my little place in the world. And so she's gonna put up my stickers all over. I should have, you wanna go inside? You wanna go potty? You wanna go potty? Okay. Get the good spot, honey. Get the good spot. That's your favorite spot right now. Good boy. I love you the most. Kissy boy. I should have, because my buddy has a TikTok account, I should have him do a reel of the location where where he sees the sticker on their road trip. Because they're gonna they're gonna put my, because that's all I said, and I gotta send somebody a Reading some and stuff. I want to spread it out more and stuff, because I got a message. People shouldn't have to. Yeah, you got people that are gonna make choices that are gonna throw their lives away. That's just what they're gonna do. But you got a lot of us out here that we value life, and we just, because we value life, we shouldn't have to work so hard to be comfortable in life. And what I'm seeing, more and more people living in their cars and less accessibility and then it's like more people are living in the cars in more cities, and they're turning people into the woods. They're making people go into the woods, or you're gonna have to be a freaking plastic pawn, become more complacent and compliant and have to tolerate more shit to live in a city. Because the cancer is spreading, because people have been allowed to live from their ego more, because they got away with it. So they just kept doing this stuff, and they just keep getting away with stuff. COVID, getting away with it. Dude, we rehearsed that shit in the early 2000s at Offutt Air Force Base. The same scenarios. If there is a massive freaking, it's all biological warfare. Anthrax was created. It was invented in a lab, and then they gave me 8 vaccines to counteract the effects of something I might get, but they just tested on me what everybody else got later. I can't believe I'm still alive. Like, my body hurts every day. It's amazing I'm still alive, because I think we're down to 40% of the people that were in that anthrax study are even still alive. Because I work hard, because I value life. I have to fight to live. I have to lift my little dumbbell. I have to go walk around even when my ankle's fucking, hurt. I rolled my ankle the other day, dude. It popped out. It came from under me. And then, look at shit. I wonder if you could see this. Here, I'll just show a picture of it. Because I took a picture of it last night. Back when I had plants. I can't go in the backyard for a little while. I'm a little bitter. So that's my knee. That is the size, that right there is the size of a pea. But it's stuck on, and I didn't have the nerve to cut it off. So I'm like, it'll shrivel up and fall off on its own. I don't want to. I just don't want to. Mom, I always had to bandage I always just let them go. I have rocks in my knees from sliding in the gravel on the side of my bike. When I was a little girl, I'd ride it down a hill real bad. There's be a big old patch of gravel. You get sideways to see how far you can slide on it. Man, I was a daredevil. I think that's how I died in my last incarnation. I didn't listen to that voice that said, don't go, that hesitated, and I went and freaking... And then I came back into this life as a woman, which I have not been. So it is not a comfortable in my body existence. And then I did terrible things in my previous past lives. So at 10 months old, that was swiped clean. And then it's like, learn lessons. Don't live from anger, because anger is ego. And ego is easing God out. And God is good orderly direction. That connection to source that says, don't hit them. Don't spit in them face. Don't be mean. Don't be jerky. I gotta remember, don't be arrogant. These are my shadow aspects. It's like, don't get caught up in don't get caught up in I'm careful, and I have yet to say, don't you know who I am? I have yet to say that. Because those people are just the worst. Yeah, you're a fucking arrogant piece of shit that you think that you're, and you fucking probably have to call the plumber because you freaking eat your feelings so much that shit fucking stops up your plumbing. From eating your feelings. Trying to make yourself feel better because, ooh, this food tastes good. And people can't differentiate tasting good and feeling good. It's deception. So people got to fight to live every day, and I see where the thought is just like people have put their freaking, I'm good. I'll just sit here and play my video game for hours and hours and hours and hours and all that is never gonna make the world a better place. Dude, I see reels with these women, like they're married to these dudes that are in their 30s and 40s and 50s, and these dudes are still playing their video games. It's just like you didn't get a wife. You just transferred your mother that took care of you to this other woman that made it possible for you to continue your 15-year-old mentality. I look around. I see how people stop progressing emotionally, like maturing at 15. Because that's how old I was 35 years ago. That's this cycle that's ending now. Because I was like, Mom just got her head slammed in a car door. Just thought she was just had to deal with the whole ordeal. I see 15-year-old kids. And I'm like, dude, they couldn't walk in the path that I walked that night. Like from the time I walked in and Mom said, call an ambulance. And I called the ambulance and I rode in with her, and they had sirens on. It was like 11:30 at night. They had lights on, no sirens, no noise. And we went to RMC, and I sat there with her, and she was screaming at the top of her lungs. And I heard the nurse at the nursing station go, oh, she's from Central Valley. She's just another junkie addicted to pills. You know what my favorite animal is? Me walking out to that nursing station at 15 years old and lighting those fucking nurse bitches up and telling him, instead of talking trash about my mom, go get the fucking doctor, because evidently she's having some sort of medical event right now. And seeing those bitches scurry. And then everybody wants me to love a nurse, and all nurses are great, and nurse my whole life. And when you have this shit to compare it to, I'm just like, let them prove that they're different. Let people prove that they are better than they are. Do they? Given that opportunity? takes too much time out of living that best life. It's so great that people have created such a beautiful life for yourself. What have you done with others, for others? What? So evidently there's so many people that haven't, because look at the cracks of society, dude. When women that are still working in corporate America, they can't afford to live in houses, and then the states are making it harder for people. It's been like this. It's never not been like this. When I was a credit card vendor in the 90s, I remember going to Humboldt University outside of Eureka. And I was like kind of surprised, because this was 96, somewhere around there, 97. And there were kids that just graduated high school, and they had no place to live because the landlords, with their free will, decide there's a need for people to live here, so let's allow me to work less, and then we can charge them more, and I can rack that up in the bank and go on vacation and buy my cars. But as the properties deteriorate, we won't ever fix anything, and then they'll start to deteriorate. And this spread out. This is one of the ways that the cancer began. It's just greed. And it just is. And now I live in Taos, and it's just, what is it? I can't remember what this, I've done videos about this all along. I'm not exactly sure. But there's only like, in the town of Taos, there's only like 4,000 people, but there's like 15 or 34,000 in the county or something like that. Don't quote me on that. And so, but a lot of these people are born and raised. And then there's a lot that are born and raised, have places here, and then moved to other places, but kept their place. Or they're from other places and they bought a place here. And so it's a big hodgepodge. Every place on earth is a big hodgepodge. It's a rotation. Thank goodness people, their attention spats are like short, like 3 years. So people come in, they're like, oh my God, this place is boring, or because you can only hike so many, and ski so many times down a hill, and all while more and more people are having to live in their cars because they're priced out of fucking society. People are literally getting priced out of society. And so they're turned to go on the street, and then it's like hard on the street because people steal from you and they do things to all kinds of bad stuff happens because on the street, bad stuff happens in my backyard. The world is a terrible place because people have free will. And they're allowing themselves to be buckets of demons. And they're not working and doing the effort of what it takes to work, because it takes effort to be a good person, man. You don't just oh, I'm a good person. No, it takes effort. So and most people aren't willing to put that effort into anything else past themselves. And now I look around and I'm like, where are the people that give a shit? Like I'm scanning parks and stuff. Like, where are the people that give a shit about other people? And it's so hard to find them. It's so hard to find them because most people just want money, because they equate money to security. And what comes with security is complacency. And then what happens with complacency? You got the fucking little control freaks that are building the towns like it's their own little fucking ego town, putting in parking that people are like, how does this work? I said, just don't, fuck the mayor. We think he's an idiot too. All over the place. The mayor's a dumbass. And it's just all these mayors. Mayor Albuquerque, he's a dumbass. They're all fucking because they were born and raised, went off, did fucking 4 years in he was in the Navy for 4 years peacetime, comes back and was like, I served my country. And it's just like, you serve yourself, dude. How is it that the mayor gets to be an economics teacher for the university that's right across the street from the town hall? And how does it that he gets to sit on so many directors, board of directors for so many different nonprofits in one town? It's all entangled. Why is that okay? How is that okay? There's like, doesn't scream like special interest. Like, I mean, conflict of interest. Whoa. I mean, it's just, that's why he gets all these stupid fucking concerts and and crap that people don't go to. Because every year you get the same shit. And nah. Prices keep going up. I mean, it's like, it's one thing to support local, but when local is freaking trying to they jack up I went to a coffee shop the other day. I probably won't go back there again. He's like, are you from around here? I say, yeah. He said, oh, well, then you get a discount. I said, well, how unfortunate it is that prices are so high that, you know, you got to live here. Like, you guys are screwing people out of because they're not. I mean, it's just, it's all so gross. It's all money. And it's like, what do you do with all that money abundance? People are like, oh, I drive stupid. I'll buy a $90,000. I got to raise the prices because everything's going up. No, you got to raise the prices because you bought yourself a fucking 90,000 Rubicon and you want fucking everybody else to pay for your bad choices. That's what you, or your stupid fucking Bronco, whatever the next trendy fucking bullshit hunk of plastic that's going to end up on the side of the road, you know, you decided to piss your money away on without ever helping anybody else and inconveniencing yourself. But you work so hard in your life, this is what you deserve. How many people have said that's their fucking swan song? That's their the voice of their people, or the song of their people is hard. Just live that best life. Live that best life. Well, fucking, we're living in Babylon because people are fucking creepy with that best life living. So, you know, I hope people know how to take care of yourself and defend yourself, because so many people are becoming, and it's not going to ease up. It's going to get worse. Because people wait till winter when people get more desperate. You know, people get hot, they get thirsty, they get dehydrated, they get spacey, they get desperate. But they're, you know, they get lethargic, and winter is just like, it's a different kind of thing. So, humans are just animals, and animals are turning into this beast, and the beast is created by neglect and ignorance and, you know, born and raised. Just those born and raised that just, you know, thieves everywhere, scumbags. So I wrote on my window, I got those markers. Mercury will start its retrograde motion in Virgo. This is a good time to revisit your professional life. For instance, changing roles in the company, finding... Alrighty, pants. I just started getting these notifications again. That tells me that the timelines have changed, because I'm like, dude, I haven't gotten these notifications in forever, and then they just started popping up again. Different timeline. Oh, here we are again. I wonder how this one's going to unfold. Oh, it doesn't matter, because we're just going to flop over into this one, and then here are the potentials for that one. And how is this going to fold? It doesn't matter, because this is just going to turn into that, and people have free will, and they're going to decide on what bullshit storylines they're going to keep alive. Finding new business ventures or taking on new challenges. From Wednesday, August 14th, 6:15 p.m. onwards, Mercury will continue its retrograde in Leo. If essential or life-changing decisions need to be taken, it will be even more important to reevaluate. It might be time to consult with the trusted person. This is so funny. Elements, qualities, and dualities. The cardinal quality is very unrepresentative. You might experience a lack of leadership qualities and organizational talents these days. I experience that every day because I live in Taos. Every day I look around at all the people that let themselves go and in turn let this town go. Because a town is only as good as its people. Any place is only as good as its inhabitants. And when it's been allowed to be such a fucking trash hole for so long, there's karma that comes with that. Straight up fucking karma, dude. It's not me. This is universal laws, man. This isn't my shit. This isn't me just making up stuff. I can't, you know what? Stanley's getting a new cat tree. I'm so excited. I ordered Stanley a new cat tree. Oh, I thought this was on my walk around town yesterday. It's like, I thought they were going to go for the swastika. I thought that they were going to because I'm waiting for, I've seen, like, where pilots have, like, made penises in the sky because 15-year-old mentality and wiener. Nah! But they just so live in our faces because people are just not even going to pay attention. It's like, what are they going to do? America's not going to do nothing. America's not going to do. America, get up, pull up your pants up past that big old wide ass. Go out there and say, hey, we don't like your political ways. Government got too big. Power should be bottom to the top, not top to bottom. So, I wrote on my window. I don't know if people can read that. It says, Taos would be cool if it weren't for all of the thieves, junkies, and drunks. Thieves, junkies, and drunks. Taos would be such a cool place if it weren't for all of them. Because there's so many per capita. And I was thinking, I was talking to somebody, and they're like, and I was thinking, no, maybe I was just walking through having a conversation with myself. Walking through town, I was processing. It's like, Marge, why don't you like Torons? No, maybe I was talking to my friend. You're like, well, why do I struggle? I was talking to my friend. I remember now. And I struggle, because it's not just like every now and again, you get some bumbling, self-absorbed person that's just like, oh, silly me, I wasn't paying attention. Let me get out of your way and scurry across the street, right? It's not, if it was like that, but society has gotten to a point, because there's so many centers of the universe, that, like, I leave the house, first place I go, there was that woman standing in the driveway. And just, like, on her phone. And then, like, I go a little ways, and there's another guy on his phone, just, like, it's just, like, you could do, like, just, they're so self-absorbed, they're not considering anybody else around them. And so this is the same trip. And then I go up over here, and then I gotta wait for these people. It's just, and then, like, it's just it's ratio. And it's not just Tourons, it's locals too. It's just people that only give a shit about themselves, or maybe they act like they care about people in their family sometimes or something, holidays, whatever. Make up for being an asshole for the rest of the time, who knows. But I bet if I went, and you know what, fucking Omaha got hosed the other night, dude. The neighborhood in which I used to live was Benson. I know a woman that moved there with her husband, and she posted that 4 days ago they lost. That's what I'm trying. Because we bombed so many people in other countries, we created such terrible living conditions for people that are just trying to get by in life. That after all that we have done that for decades and decades and decades and centuries, it has all built up this karma. So this land may not see planes flying over. Boom, maybe it will. Who fucking knows? Boom, 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 boom. Town's not to live in, because this is where the nukes could drop. All that bullshit, that LD, limp wiener energy shit. Sorry about your erectile dysfunction. Please don't wipe out, decimate societies anymore because of it. Because that's what it's all about. Got men trying to feel like men because they're so far overcompensating because their wieners don't work, because their brains are broke, because it's not right to kill people. It's not right to inflict pain and fear and dominance and control. It's not God, good orderly direction. So she posted pictures of freaking like the same neighborhood and it looked like a war zone, and I remember that. This when these things started happening, and I started putting pictures in the puzzle, like, dude, we're not gonna, but people are gonna encounter what it's gonna feel like to be in war zone situations than to be without utilities and all those creature comforts, because Omaha is a military town. Office it is right there. That's where I was stationed. That's how I know these people. That's how I live there, all that stuff. And how many people have the good life? That's their tagline. Nebraska, good life, because we killed people in places we didn't have any business being in. So that shit rolls downhill. So now it's happening everywhere, and it's stirring all this. I swear, man, it's karma. Earth is ascending. She is retrieving her good karma from all this shit. All we are supposed to do is keep Earth clean. That's it. We're the custodians of this Earth. Hey, we'll put humans on this Earth. It'll be alien ant farm. It'll be trippy. People just gotta learn to take care of each other, because there's weird shit that lurks in the night just as much as there's weird shit that lurks in the day. And there's things that'll eat ya. There's things that'll eat ya. So we just have to take care of each other, keep each other safe, and keep the Earth clean. That was it. And what did people do? People turned into fucking low vibrational frequential entities like belly dragon lizards, and decided to go the egoic way. And now we're at 248. Civilizations only last 250 years. And now America is collapsing as a society. The whole world is people are fed up. Yeah, so. Yeah. So all hell is going to rain on Earth for a lot more people, because they were complacent and they lived that good life too much, and they didn't add up those karmic gold coins. When I was a little girl, I wet my pants because I liked girls. I knew that women were pretty, and I would fantasize about having full-on fucking relationships with beautiful women as a 3-year-old girl. I think it breaks your brain when you become when you have certain and then you gotta spend the rest of your time trying to figure out like how to navigate through a world where this shit happens. And so I used to pee my pants. And so they wanted to do positive reinforcement. It is so funny. I started following this guy, the autistic guy, or the dude that like had the healthcare provider. He was following his healthcare provider, like doing the same questions. Like they've switched roles. It was so fucking funny. Anyway, one of the little parts in the skit is the dude that like was the client, and then the practitioner. We'll say that. We'll say patient practitioner. I don't know however to determine. Anyway. But he gave the guy a big gold star. And I was like, that's so funny, because I used to get gold stars. But I didn't pee my pants in preschool, because I hated going to the bathroom because there would be other girls in there. Or what if they heard me pee? Like, my mind has never done me no favor. I had to learn how to let shit go. So if other people really want to learn it, because, dude, we ain't going to change shit. You're just going to have to learn how to adapt with the shit that comes at you. Unless you got the resources to put yourself in a bunker, or, you know what I mean? But my faith is always bigger than my fear, and as the day, I'm gonna have my periods where I get mad, and I went looking for it. You could see where the dirt dropped out and stuff. Like, I mean, it's you can't have nice things, and that's the song that was just on. You just can't, but I grew up not having nice things, so I'm real good with being without. Because the alternative is death for me. Because people like me, they get mad, it freaking blows out your heart, like your blood pressure gets everywhere. You just So I gotta let it out in healthier ways. and be more discerning. Become way more discerning. So, anyway. I wonder how it's playing out in other people's life. I listened to the Leo Cub the other night, and he's like, "Ooh," he cracks me up. And for all of those that didn't want to have a conversation, I'm just like, dude, shut the fuck up. I tried to have a conversation with you 4 years ago. Like, that shit rolls downhill. So, I don't know. I learned a lot about myself from him because I got Leo in my 3rd house. I don't have any planets in there or anything, but it's part of me. So these are things I get to look at, and that when I see them in others, I'm like, God, I hate that about myself. Man, I suck because I'm like that. I mean, don't talk about being a humble man when you're, I'm downgrading and selling all my shit. The people always get to that point. That marketplace is filled of people freaking trying to offload their bad mistakes onto somebody else. And in Taos, they don't even sell you clean shit. Like, oh, it needs to be cleaned off. Like, you don't have the decency. No, people don't. Not in Taos. And that's the only town I'm in. So I don't have any other example. But when I lived in Salem, I had plenty of examples. When I lived in Omaha, I had plenty more examples. People are just filthy. People are pigs and they trash the earth, and now the earth is like, some of you will go along to the next stage, some of you will not. Your own free will decides. That's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging